Hello and welcome to Summer School Greenhouse Operations and Management. So I'm going to present to you a few of the lessons, and so that way if you have questions you can always refer back to it. So in your packet for the first thing, there are greenhouse pests that's here, that's common. Um, a lot of them are really tiny microscopic kind of things. Anyway, there's just things that were that could be in the greenhouse. Also, just outside kind of pest things. So it gives you all about the statistics of each one of those. You're going to use this information for the next 3 weeks. Um, and so it'll tell you about viruses and things like that also. Um, if we look at week one wants you to draw and label some things. So it's called Insect and Arachnids Project 1. Create a color illustration of one of the pests and the damages, it, the damage to the plant on the back of the sheet. Um, so you can use this sheet to kind of create like a little poster or a drawing kind of thing. You just need to choose one of the pests. Um, you will use that information. It says for the next 2 weeks for the assignments. Actually, there's going to be 3. And so I'll change it, but it's probably going to say 2 on yours. So we have aphids, mites, white flies, thrips, or how do we say that? Thrips, scale, mealybugs, and fungus gnats. So the first thing you have to do is label it, whatever pest name that you pick. Um, what are these pet? Are they pests, arachnids, insects, or mussels? Um, what type of mouth parts do they have? And again, you can find that all in this reading part up here. You'll just have to research a little bit. And then write a description about it, and then definitely have to draw a picture, an illustration of it. For week 2, the greenhouse summer school, same thing, that you're going to create a color illustration of one of the pests and the damage of the plant on the back of the sheet here. Again, you can choose, or just a plain paper. Choose one of the following pests. We're going to try to use some of the other ones: the nematodes, the rodents, the snails, the slugs, dampening off botitis, blight, and then those are all different diseases except for the snails and rodents, of course, and then root rot. Again, provide an illustration of what it does to the plant. Um, you're going to name it, you're going to tell us what it is, and then you're going to write a description about each of the pest or disease that inflicts, or I'm sorry, the damage that it inflicts on the plant. So you need to write that out in a kind of a few paragraph form there. Week 3 of summer school actually has is an assessment. Just you should be able to answer those questions. You could actually go back and use the packet if you need to. It's going to show you the difference. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Between the disease, or like where it originated, or origin. It's also going to tell you about what are for the pests. I mean, there are like only 8 questions. Again, all of these come from right up here. Just reading and answering the questions. It's not too hard. Week 4 of the Greenhouse Summer School is about pest control and about how to do that in the greenhouse. You could do that biologically, chemically, culturally, and mechanically. You're going to fill in the chart here and tell us things that like kind of define what each one of these are. What is the method? What does that kind of look like? And are there any disadvantages of using that method? And then the second part you have to do there is write a short 3 to 5 paragraph or 3 to 5 sentence paragraph about why it's important for you to know, our greenhouse managers to know about the different types of pest management. And then the information is below and it's going to tell you about each one of them, about biological, about chemical, about cultural, and about mechanical. So it's all just right there. You'll find the answer and you'll just write it out. Week 5 of summer school is really talking about making a market plan for the greenhouse. Um, you're going to focus on just one type of plant. So either roses or ferns or poinsettias, Easter lilies, house plants like hanging baskets that we created in class. You can use any, can't use any of the work that you had before. And so like if I ask you to make an advertisement or something like that, you just can't use that part. But those could be good examples for you to answer the questions here and do the activities that you need to do. You will need to work on the back of this packet or a clean sheet of paper. So you're going to select a crop. You're going to write a 3 to 4 sentence describing the type of operation that you're going to have, like where is it located, how many plants are you suggesting that you're going to sell. Write a paragraph describing how you plan to market your crop. That it must include information about how you're going to get your greenhouse plants to the customers. So, like, are you going to have a sale? Are you going to send it to a store location? Write a paragraph on how to plant. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. How to package your plant crop. Indicate 3 reasons why you're choosing this package. So, are you going to put these in boxes and ship them out? How is that going to work? Design a label that has a product name, your company name, address, logo. Use color; it'll make it visually um, appealing to your customers. Okay. Again, you can just draw that out. It doesn't have to be on the computer. Week 6 is the last week of summer school. You must write a half page. This is typed if you're going to type. If it's handwritten, it needs to be a page because that's a little bit different when you're writing big. And a persuasive essay. And the persuasive essay needs to be able to tell me about why I should pick you over other candidates for a greenhouse job. So you are going to think about everything that you've done in class. Think about all the different activities like planting and cleaning and transplanting and creating new plants like plant reproduction. Add your knowledge about plant growth and grafting and budding and anything else that you know from the greenhouse structures. All of that you're going to create and write into your persuasive essay of why Ms. Johnson should hire you over someone else, and that you should be the candidate that we pick. I hope that you have an easy time at this. I wish that you would have done it before. I'm sorry you didn't. And now we have to have summer school. So let's get it complete and good luck. Shh. Sorry.